What's up, boys and girls? It's the Gypsy. Back at it again. Well, this fight. There's going to be so many memes on this guy. Yeah, of course there's going to be so many memes because he talked a lot of shit. Yeah, of course. Just like anybody who loses a fight after saying that he's going to do this, he's going to do that, he's going to do this, he's going to do that, and he gets dropped. But he didn't get knocked out, guys. Let's be real, okay? Rolley versus Tank Davis, for those who don't know the boxing. Let's just say that much. Wasn't aware of this fight. Anyways, and that you can't tell by the picture. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, this fight. Okay. 6 rounds. Rolley had won almost every single round. I gave him all rounds. If you didn't give him every single round, I gave him all rounds until he lost his composure and he took 2 swings where he should have just not taken that and leaned forward, and he got caught with a left hook. I think that's what it was. He got caught with a left hook, but the guy was okay. He got back. I mean, beginning of he wasn't. He was stumbling, getting up. He got up. Before it hit 10, it was like 8. He still had the ability to continue the fight, but they stopped the fight, and I'll tell you why they stopped the fight. Because that shot, Tank wouldn't have stopped him. He wouldn't have took him out because this guy was going to grab hold and he was going to survive and then he was going to recover and then back at it again. The fight continued. But the motherfuckers who wanted him, who said that Tank's going to knock him out and, Rolley ain't shit in skill. Okay, if Rolley wasn't shit in skill and he sucks, then why the hell did he win 5 fucking rounds out of fucking... He did better than Isaac Cruz in that first 6 rounds, brother. Why the hell... he won it. Why he would have lost those rounds, right? He would have been clearly outboxed and get stopped in the later rounds if he wasn't at the level of Tank Davis. Let's just say that much. He's actually better than Tank Davis. That's the facts, and just because you got dropped in a fucking fight because you got hit with a fucking solid shot, it don't mean shit, brother. It don't fucking mean shit. Old man Povetkin was not better than Dylan White, and he got fucking stopped. He stopped fucking Dylan White with a lucky punch. This was not a lucky punch. This was planned out. He trapped him. He got him in a fucking nice little area, and he hit him. Povetkin's punch was a lucky punch. But that means what? Povetkin losing all the rounds and knocking him out? That makes Povetkin the better fighter? Does that make Povetkin better, bro? Or Castaño winning almost every round besides 2 rounds in the first fight against Charlo. And then gassing himself out because he knows that he's not going to get the decision. He's going to lose on the fucking decision. So he wants to go for the knockout. And he gassed himself out and gets knocked out in the 10th round. Which was a possibility that he can still get knocked out because of the power that Charlo possesses. He's a motherfucker ain't that much different than Wilder, honestly. So let's be real, okay? Weight bully in that fucking division. And those motherfuckers who say, oh, well, he at least made the weight. No, motherfucker's still a weight bully. It don't change anything. You know what I mean? He's more of a weight bully than fucking Errol Spence's. He's a 168 pounder to a 168. Let's be real, okay? Not 175. That fight's in a fucking 154. Are you for real? At least Canelo moved up in weight. I mean, he moved up. Respects to Canelo. This motherfucker's stuck on 154. He should have been undisputed a long, long time ago. Not now. Fucking ridiculous. Anyways, I don't rate those motherfuckers, bro. For real, like I can't rate them. I at least at this point I can't really rate them. They're not. It's not like they're not talented. They are talented, but I can't rate them. I really can't. I was literally like, should I put him pound for pound in my top 10? If I had a pound for pound top 10, because I really don't at this point. I maybe top 4 or 5. Yeah, of course I would have that, but not 10. I'm not doing that shit, honestly. Realistically, Not really. You can't. You can't put him up there. There's a bunch of other guys out there that done more for their weight division without being weight bullies. At least not that caliber. Let's just say, I just thought of Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? So, who recently lost in the Gifted as well. That's another sad story of its own. Jack Carroll beat that ass and they gave it to him. Oh my God. They still gave it to fucking Josh Taylor. That's some sad shit, bro. Fucking boxing. This is the reason why the sport has been, gone down the shit, because they promote fucking losers, bro. You know what I mean? Or the second best, or the third best, or even the fifth best. They promote the shit out of them. You know what I mean? This is the reasons why. Rolly Romero, going into this fight, to be honest with you, was kind of green. 14 fights in, 12 knockouts. And Marina's, you can't tell me that bullshit. I don't care if you like him or not. Marina's lost that fight 7-5. Okay? I'm not a fan of Rolley. I just know skill when I see it. This kid has skill. If he dedicates and he does not go off board and does some stupid shit like a lot of boxers do and gets off of dedication of the sport, he will learn from this mistake, and he will not repeat this mistake against a bullshit motherfucker like Tank. You know what I mean? Run around the ring, run around and gets hit. The referee, I may add, was helping this motherfucker during the fight. I mean, how can you give respect to a guy that is getting help from the ref and Rolley wasn't even fighting dirty. I mean, Rolley does occasionally does dirty things, but not. He doesn't really fight dirty, bro. He don't really fight dirty. He's got an awkward style, in and out, but he doesn't fight dirty, bro. Okay. Tank does fight dirty. Tank hits nutsacks. I've seen him hit fucking nutsacks against Castaño. Not Castaño, my bad. What's that fucker's name? Leo Santa Cruz. When Leo Santa Cruz was having his way in some, I don't know, it was 5th round, 4th round, or some shit like that. I don't remember what it was. I think he hit him in the nuts to drop the momentum off of Leo Santa Cruz, bro. That motherfucker is a dirty fighter, bro. That's a dirty fighter. I have not seen that from even when Martinez was winning the later rounds and he caught up after losing 7 fucking rounds in a row against Rolley. Rolley was not having his way after the 7th round, and Martinez was catching up, and he made it a close fight, which he still lost 7-5. You know what I mean? Martinez, Rolley didn't do anything dirty in that fight. He really didn't. He didn't fuck around and do dirty shit. You know what I mean? He didn't. He's not Tank. He's not Errol Spence. He's not even fucking. I think Terrence Crawford doesn't do that shit, bro. I don't think Terrence Crawford plays. I mean, cup in the head. No, it's not a lot. They do, but he does. But it's not as bad as Errol or Tank. I don't think so. Fuck no. You know what I mean? I don't think so. So, yeah, this kid is actually somewhat of a clean fighter, and not completely, but he's somewhat of a clean fighter, and they didn't give him a shot to continue because it might have been bad for Tank. Tank was losing on every fucking round until the 6th round where he dropped him, and then they fucking stopped the fight. They stopped the fight for one drop down. If that was the case, they should have stopped the fight with Sean Porter. Maybe Sean Porter got up real quick. Fuck it. Okay, let's not this fucking what fight was they should have stopped the fight with Tyson Fury versus Wilder, the fucking 4th round, bro. Like, they should have stopped the fucking dude. He dropped him once, and he was not quite there yet. His legs weren't quite right there yet, and he still dropped him the 2nd time. You know what I mean? To stop the fucking fight, brother. Stop it. Who knows? Maybe Rolley would have he would have been dropped the 2nd time, but as you can clearly see, there's 22 seconds on the clock. He could have survived this shit, brother. 22 seconds. All he had to do was hold. A little bit of holding, a little bit of this and that, and he would have made it happen. But, motherfuckers hate Rolley, bro. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of haters because he has a big mouth, but either way, but you gotta respect skill, bro. I respect skill. This kid has skill. He does not suck. It's only the motherfuckers who hate on this motherfucker who will say he sucks. He was green on this. He was definitely green. He should have probably took a fight with Isaac Cruz and get the feel of things before he fought this guy. You know what I mean? This chump, this faggot. You know what I mean? Because he is a fucking faggot. I don't doubt that he got lip injections and shit. Because that motherfucker does look fucking weird to me, to be honest. He got insecurity issues, fucking pushing the guy off the stage because what? He looks better than you physically? He got abs, you don't? What the fuck, man? It's some gay shit, bro. You know what I mean? The motherfucker's a weirdo. I don't like fucking Tank at all, bro. This is the only fucking fight that I was ever interested in Tank's fights. I thought every other fight that he was ever gonna have, he was gonna knock him out. Yes, I even think Isaac Cruz he was gonna knock out Isaac Cruz, but guess what? Isaac Cruz actually beat him, and fucking they gave it to him. They gifted it him by 1 round. Yeah, I may add, he beat Tank by 1 round. It's nothing about being fanboy here. If Tank won, he would have. I'll gladly say that he won. I have nothing to say. Just that he won. He deserved it. But Tank didn't win that fight, and Tank was surely probably wasn't winning this fight. And he was, if you notice his fucking head, he was fucking. I don't know what kind of a swelling that was on the fucking right. That was his fucking head was busted. He hit him. Rolley hit him with something solid, brother. I mean, and he was trying to grab hold, and he didn't let him, and he pushed him down. This was a dangerous fight for Tank Davis, and he will never rematch this guy, and as well as Isaac Cruz. He will never rematch that guy neither. I mean, your fucking father, Floyd Mayweather, rematched Maidana when people said he fucking lost to Maidana. At least the man rematched him, so you can have the respect of Floyd. You know what I mean? You have to he rematched another one. He rematched because what's that motherfucker's name? Castillo. He rematched him too. After he broke his hand, just like you, he broke his hand. He still rematched him. Whether your hand was broken or not, that's a whole different story. But his was definitely broken. Who I think he rematched a few other people. I'm not sure. I can't think of the individuals, but maybe 1 or 2 more, maybe 1 more, maybe I'm not too sure. I know for sure that Maidana and him, the only one he didn't rematch was a close fight was Oscar De La Hoya. He should have rematched him as well, but he didn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was not, because I can't sit there and I gotta look at BoxRec for that shit. You know what I mean? But you don't, Tank. You're not fucking Floyd. You're not nowhere as good as Floyd was ever when he was at your division. Floyd would have steamrolled someone like Isaac Cruz, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? He had power in that weight division. It's only when he moved up his power diminished, because it's obviously a different weight class. Rolley, my friend. If there's a rematch, I'll still pick Rolley to beat this kid, Tank. I'll still pick him by knockout. Yeah, I would. Yes, I would. This one fight don't mean shit. If you think it means shit, losing all fucking rounds and dropping him by one, dude, shit happens. Or in his case, he's green. Second match, this won't happen. And Rolley knows it, bro. Rolley ain't bullshitting about that shit. Rolley's a clown, but he knows. He messed up. He overcommitted. And I'm pretty sure in the second fight, that won't happen. But would Tank give him? Fuck no. Rolley has to build himself a way back up, which I hope he does and he dedicates the sport, because usually when fighters take losses like this, sometimes they don't recover. Not always. I mean, Pacquiao has been knocked out in the lower weight divisions, starched, then moved up in weight divisions, showed what he was made of. You know what I mean? This kid has what it takes to be. He's better than Mayorga in skill, honestly. Let's be real, okay? The guy's slow as fuck. You know, um, not he was an awkward puncher. You know, but to be honest with you, like, but resumes, my guy's resume, come on, bro. Compared to this kid, he's a newbie, but he's learning on the job. So, but he's better overall. You know what I mean? I wonder what would happen if Tank fought him when he was 14-0. You know what I mean? Like, this kid has the goods, brother. He has the goods. But just hopefully he dedicates himself, because motherfuckers don't dedicate and they don't continue to sharpen their skills. You know? But haters will be haters. You got guys like Stevenson with hate on him. Ryan Garcia, I may add, that's what that Tank wants. This kid has fucking rocked the shit out of Ryan Garcia in sparring matches. Beat the crap out of him. Made fucking Ryan quit, honestly. So when you guys think Ryan Garcia has a shot against Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia gets fucking starched by fucking Tank Davis, okay? Ryan Garcia is not the guy to beat fucking Tank Davis. Guys like this and Tio or Loma and Cambosos, those are guys that can beat Tank Davis. Those are the guys that beat Tank Davis. Any other guy that steps into the ring, maybe in 140, I think Josh Taylor gets his ass beat up by Tank Davis, honestly. Because he's kind of too slow and predictable. That's why. He gets his ass beat. I don't know if he gets knocked out, but he definitely gets his ass beat up by Tank Davis. Yeah, Tio actually has a shot against beating fucking Josh Taylor. That's amazing. I didn't even think about it that way. Tio Fima Lopez actually has a shot in beating Josh Taylor. He does. Now, Josh Taylor is more of a one-dimensional fighter. This kid is not a one-dimensional fighter. Yes, he has one style of fighting, but that doesn't make you one-dimensional. He just overcommitted in this shot. He has a lot of tricks and things that he throws. That's why he was able to land the shots that he was able to land on Tank Davis, fighting the way he was. Anywho, what else do I have to say? Yeah, if there's a rematch, I still pick Rolley. Just like I picked Dylan White to beat Povetkin, with old man Povetkin, that is. The first time, and he got knocked out. And the second one, he did beat him up. I picked him the second one as well. I picked him to knock him out. It doesn't matter. It's the same with this. Shit happens. You know? And those motherfuckers, dude, like, please, man. Castano, like, has way better skills than Charlo, okay? When you're a shorter man fighting a taller man and you're out punching him, that means your skills are better than that man. So it's just that simple. It's just that simple. How hard is it? Have you ever boxed before? Do you know that when a taller man, when you're fighting a taller man, he has advantages. When he has longer reach and everything, it's a much more difficult task to get in there than it is for, than a shorter man than a taller man to get to beat the shit out of him from long range, a shorter man, because you just keep him on distance, keeping it long. In this fight, it has nothing to do with this fight, because with this fight, Rolley was obviously the bigger guy, the taller guy, and maybe with the longer reach. He made a mistake. Whether it was intentional, he was paid to do so, because the first fight didn't come out to be the way it's supposed to be, and then they postponed it, gave him accusations that he raped women and shit. They postponed it, and then it happened again. And now it finally happened. I don't know, but I think, my personal belief, I think he was great. He made a mistake, one mistake, and he got dropped. But I don't think it would have repeated, because he would have known that he shouldn't overcommit that much, because that he's gonna end up on his ass again. And all he had to do, realistically, was do the same thing he was doing in the first 5 rounds. Make Tank come to him, not the other way around. But what he did was he chased after Tank. It was the worst thing you could have done. And I think he realizes that. Well, this will make him a better fighter. He was doing the same shit with Martinez, and that's where he fucked up as well, when he lost those like last 5 rounds. I think this should make him grow as a fighter. Hopefully, he will grow from this. If not, then he's another fucking chump that took boxing. You know what I mean? Hopefully, he'll grow from this, and we'll see a better version of Rolley. If not, then he hasn't grown. He's just charging, and he's doing the same thing he used to do, but he was doing back in the other fights. Yeah. All he had to do was just make Tank come to him. Never chase Tank, make Tank come to you. That's what he had to do. And if you're gonna chase him, put your hands up, bro. Like, put your hands up or keep a distance that you know that he ain't gonna be able to do shit. It's one of the two. I'm pretty sure he realizes this, and if he doesn't, he's a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna go too far in boxing. But if he does, expect great shit from Rolley. Expect good fights from Rolley. Exciting fights. Entertaining fights. Anyways, the next fight's going to be Kambosos. That's what I'm interested in. Kambosos versus Haney. And I think Kambosos, I'll probably put money on that shit, bro. Kambosos beats the crap out of that fucking chump that's afraid of fucking punches coming off of Linares, bro. Come on, bro. Let's be real. And he was so bad, bro. He was so fucking bad against Linares. It was not even funny. Linares is much of a fucking puncher, like combination puncher, and he was having a hard time with Linares, brother, bro. Like, come on, man. Slow as fuck, Linares, and that motherfucker still landed a shot. I mean, yeah, he dropped Loma, but come on, bro. That was a flash knockdown, and he's a much smaller man than Haney. Much smaller man. This motherfucker got rocked. Hold on for dear life against Linares, a chinny Linares. Oh my fucking god. Teal would have knocked this dude out, bro. I don't know why that fight never took place. I don't really give a fuck whether one guy was ducking and the other guy's ducking. Ducking doesn't usually mean that, the other guy definitely loses. It doesn't mean anything. It just means ducking. That Errol Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford. Does that mean Errol Spence 100% loses against Terrence Crawford? I think he does, but just because I think he does, it doesn't mean shit. He might still win. You know what I mean? Anyways. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Get your gay boy, fanboy asses out of your fucking asses. You know what I mean? Like, get your heads out of your asses. Excuse me, out of your asses. Get your gay boy heads out of your gay boy asses. Seriously. Just get the fuck out of that shit, bro. Like, if you're a fan of boxing, don't judge by emotion, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking the BDA boys of Jimmy and Gonzalez, bro. Like, oh, he's gonna walk into. Yeah, he walked into something. You guys are right. Yeah, definitely, 100%. But this is a bullshit stoppage, and you must be out of your fucking mind. If you think you got, then you should have said the same shit with Sean Porter versus Terrence Crawford. You should have said the same shit with that shit. Because you should have said the stoppage was right. It was a good thing they stopped. They stopped it. Even though that was a good thing, because, the best finisher in the game is Terrence Crawford. So that was the right thing. That was the right decision from the father. Or else Sean Porter would have been in serious trouble. His legs weren't there after the second knockdown. This one, yes, the legs aren't still there, but it was no different than Barrios. Barrios' legs weren't fucking quite there, but he fucking... You know why? Because Barrios wasn't dangerous for Tank. That's why. That's why they didn't stop the fucking fight with Barrios, because Barrios was not dangerous a puncher. This guy has punching skills, speed, everything. He's just green. That's the difference. He went in there too quick against Tank Davis trying to be a superstar. You know what I mean? And if he came, that didn't really matter. If he came with a good game plan, made him come to him and never chased after him, this would have never probably happened. Never. It won't ever happen. It just won't happen. This was the problem. Hopefully he learned. And anyways, this is the Gypsy King. Yes, King. I'm out.